So guys, someone sent in such a good question recently to my EDC Q&A. If you want to ask me any questions, inbox me on Facebook or Instagram and just put EDC Q&A or Q&A in there with your name, and I'll answer your question on the channel. And I got a couple, but I wanted to answer this one question, make a whole video about just this one question. A guy called Gar sent me a question. He's buying his first holster and he wanted to know how important the cover garment was, and if Urban Warrior does as much with their cover garments as what I say they do. I only wear Urban Warrior t-shirts, and I pretty much also only wear Urban Warrior pants except for this video, and I'll explain why in a second. So Urban Warrior make EDC clothing. They make clothing that fits your body like a shoe, but has extra material in the right places to make concealment easier. It's a calculation they do. I don't know how they figured it out, but they've got it pretty much down. And so he wanted to know, does the Urban Warrior General t-shirt, which is what I'm wearing now, it's the only t-shirts I wear, help with concealment as much as I say they do? And I thought about that, and this video is going to answer that question. So I'm going to run a couple of different setups with the most popular holsters here in South Africa. Now I do have some exotic holsters from overseas. I'm not going to run those. I'm going to run the holster that most of you guys are carrying here in South Africa especially, and I'm going to show you how Urban Warrior, just a t-shirt, aids with concealment. I'm going to be wearing a old khaki jeans, a Core Essentials gun belt, and this Urban Warrior General t-shirt. I'm going to run different setups. When I step back, you might the sound might get a bit softer because I'm obviously running a shotgun mic, so it might sound a bit different. Please bear with me. There's no other way for me to do this. Okay, so take a few seconds and guess what setup I'm running currently. Okay, I'll turn to the side to show you a side view. I'll turn to the other side to show you the other side view. If you haven't guessed yet, your time is up. I'm running a Glock 19X. This is a training pistol. It's a 1-to-1 replica. It's not real, don't stress. With a Olight PL Mini original. And this is being run in the Quantum Carry Chameleon, the V2, the one with the wedge on the back. A few years ago, I helped launch this for Black Friday. They sell really well. They're really popular. Quantum Carry, Matthew Wright, genius with these holsters. So full size frame here, guys, right? And I'll put it on just to make sure that there's no trick camera work here. So it's on. You can get a good grip on the firearm for your draw stroke. And there you go. That is the Quantum Carry Centerline V2 with the Urban Warrior t-shirt over it. Now guys, something that's very important is posture, right? You got to stand up straight. When I was like young, people used to make fun of me, so I walk like a robot. Now everyone wishes they have my posture. Stand up straight, stomach in, chest out, shoulders back. Present yourself positively, and you'll find all your gear you carry will just come together. Posture is one of the most important things that no one talks about when it comes to concealment. So you've got to have a good posture. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the setup, every single setup we're going to run with the 19X, which is my training pistol, and my Glock 19, which is my EDC firearm. This firearm is empty and safe, so don't stress about that. I'm leaving the mag in because I want to simulate the setups that most people would run. Okay, people run their firearms with mags in them, right? So I'm going to leave the mag in. So let's do this with the old 19. There we go, same holster, nothing's changed. And standing up straight, that's very important. Side view, you might get a little clip print over there, but that's not printing, guys. No one can look at me and say, oh, this guy's carrying a massive firearm, that's unbelievable, that's ridiculous. And like I said, you can get a good grip on the firearm. So that is the Quantum Carry Chameleon V2, the one with the wedge. Okay, so next we have a very popular holster in South Africa. This is the Bravo Concealment Torsion 3.0. This is brought in by the guys at SA Tactical Institute, and we're going to run it with the 19X first. So actually, I'll put it in the holster and we can put it on. Top tip, guys, if you're running a holster that only caters for the firearm like this, that doesn't have a spare mag carrier, you want to run it more off to one side, say the 1 o'clock position, the more, I think, anatomically correct appendix position. Get your clothing nice and sorted. Maybe just tighten the belt one notch because it's a smaller holster. And there we go. Bravo Concealment doing its job like it should. And that's with a 19X. So we have a 17 style frame on there. And let me get my actual firearm. So my actual EDC goes in there. And we are good to go. Even with the Magpul GL enhanced magwell, the way they've cut it is that it fits on top, but there's more material down here, which helps with everyday carry. And as you can see with this holster, right, it doesn't even stand out that much. It doesn't look like I'm carrying anything. So, Bravo Concealment, happy days. Okay guys, let's move on to something more sizable, a larger setup. The Edc Custom Carry Eclipse. I'm going to put every holster on and show you how I put it on so that you can see there's nothing I'm doing that you can't or couldn't be doing. And all the gear I'm wearing, except for the Urban Warrior t-shirt, is standard available gear, right? Urban Warrior obviously is available. I'll leave them linked down below. But the t-shirt, as well as all this gear, is what creates the concealment. You need a proper gun belt and you need a high quality holster. Don't kid yourself. If you don't have that, no matter what gear you're running, you're not going to conceal well or comfortably. The reason I don't talk about comfort that much is because comfort is subjective. What's comfortable for me might not be comfortable for you. Okay, let's see how this guy goes. So with this particular holster, even though it only caters for the firearm, you want to run it more central, right? Because it is a slightly bigger holster and the clips are recessed. Okay, there we go. So let's just get everything neatened up and neat and tidy. Standing up straight. Side view, front view. Important to keep good posture. Access to the firearm is not a problem. Reholstering isn't a problem. There you go. Let's do the same thing with my actual firearm. So this is my actual Glock 19. As I said, don't worry, we are empty and safe. Side view, and front view. And as I said, access to the firearm is no problem. Please don't worry about where this knife is. I made it lower because I wanted to try something, but I've got to raise it up. It's not in a great position. So now we've covered holsters that, sorry about all the car noise at the back as well. We've covered holsters that only cater for the firearm. What about holsters that cater for a firearm and a spare mag carrier? My personal EDC holster, the Southwest Holsters Rattler. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to put an MTP mag in the mag carrier. I'll leave that in and let's do it. So we put the holster on. Remember I said with these you carry them more centrally, so you want an equidistance between the two clips. And we get that guy on. These clips are super grippy, so sometimes you need to fidget with them a bit. Here we go. Okay. Firearm goes in. Make sure everything's neat and tidy. And so we're dealing with a 17 size frame and quite a large setup. So that's the 17 size frame. And now onto my Glock 19. As I said, this is my EDC. So I'm fairly comfortable with it right now. This thing is going to conceal already. People don't even know I'm carrying the firearm. Good to go. So that is my, get this guy off, Southwest Holsters Rattler. Really, really good holster this. And I will leave links to everyone down below. So what if you don't carry a weapon mounted light? What if you're running a spare mag but just the firearm? To simulate that, I'm going to use the Quantum Carry Centerline V2 without the wedge at the back. So let's get this guy on. Okay, tighten it up a little because this is a bit narrower in terms of holster because it doesn't have the weapon light. Neaten yourself up. And there we go. So if you are running any of these holsters, right, and you are not achieving this level of concealment, physique might have something to do with it for sure, right? But the importance of a cover garment and a properly constructed cover garment can't be overstated. Urban Warrior cover garments are some of the best, right? I pretty much only wear Urban Warrior in terms of cover garments, be it shirts or t-shirts. Their CCW or CCS concealed carry shirt with a mesh insert is the most comfortable way I've ever come across to carry a firearm. And then the normal Lima and Hotel Sierra shirts are just, they cut in the same way where they fit you on top, but they have extra material at the bottom. And it's some kind of mathematical thing that they do to get it just right for each different size. I don't know, they're freaking great. So to answer your question, Garth, the cover garment is vitally important. You don't want to buy something that's too big because then you look sloppy and you stand out. You don't want to buy something too small because then you're going to get printing. By the way, guys, what printing is, I would say something like this is an example of printing, and not even that, right? I mean, that's pretty bad, but you could possibly still get away with it. So as you can see, and you don't need to wear, your shirt doesn't have to be that tight at the bottom. It's going to fit you nicely on top and you're going to look good. So, Garth, to answer your question, the Urban Warrior general t-shirts are a freaking, as far as I'm concerned, must have for every EDCO who wears t-shirts. They are some of the best, and as you've seen, I've run different setups here, the most popular setups here in South Africa, in my opinion. If I've missed out one or two holsters, work with me. You know, I'm not going to show every single holster. My particular EDC is the Southwest Holsters Rattler for the OLED PL Pro. As you can see, I can conceal it like a bomb. I can sit and stand and move around without any issues. I'll leave everyone linked down below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you on Sunday for another review. Be safe, train hard. Cheers. God bless.